Welcome everybody, it's Solomon. In this video, I want to talk about the hate on Infinite Warfare zombies recently, especially with the release of Zombies Chronicles coming up ever so soon, and it's just been something that's been annoying me so much recently because I don't know why, but since Zombies Chronicles is out, everybody has to hate on Infinite Warfare zombies, but that's not really the main reason. The more of the real reason behind me making this video is because of something that's happened to one of the developers of Infinite Warfare zombies. I'm pretty sure most of you guys already know what I'm talking about, but before I get into that, I just want to say that I'm not trying to tell anybody they have to like Infinite Warfare zombies. If you guys don't like it, that's completely fine, but just don't come up with a fake reason or a dumb reason. And also, you might just be ignorant of something that's going on in the story, and that's how I really feel how people are in Infinite Warfare, because there's a lot of things inside the map that people just say isn't there when it actually is. It's just something that's been annoying me. And first off, let me just explain to you why I wanted to make this video, because it really has to do with what happened with Lee Ross on his Twitter the other day, and it was just so annoying because Lee Ross tweets out one of these really cool tweets, and he says, one of the greatest pleasures developing zombies have been the interactions with the zombies community. The passion for zombies is awesome. That sounds amazing. Everybody could agree, any zombies fan at least could agree that that's cool. Like, we have a developer who's actually passionate about what he makes. The only person we've seen this from is Jason Blundell, which is great because we have two passionate zombies creators, which I thought was so great. We have like two of them. This is just so great. People actually care about the community and what they do and what they think of their mode that they make. But then somebody has to go and say DLC 5 is going to end your career. Nice, that's exactly what he needed to hear when he was trying to say how great the community was. You had to go and make the community look like trash and a bunch of jerks. I don't know why you had to say that. And then it makes it even worse because 53 other people went and liked this. Like, oh, stop, please don't do that. It's just so disgusting. And you look on any of his recent tweets, somebody has to say something. They always do, no matter what. And this is every single time he gets hate like this, he backs away from Twitter and stops talking with the community. But that was just the reason why I really made this video. Just wanted to get that out of the way, and I just want to ask people to please stop doing this to him. He's very passionate about his mode, and it doesn't look like he needs any of that. But now to get into some reasons, and I've heard these mainly from larger YouTubers, and I'm not going to say who it was, but it was just something that annoyed the heck out of me. This thing and the thing after the same YouTuber said it, but what he said is that Infinite Warfare Zombies is just as good as a good custom map. And I just got so upset when I heard that. Not to hate on any custom zombies maps maker, I'm sure that there's people, super talented people who make these, but you have to remember, these people have an entire team working on it. And you may say, oh, well, it's the passion going into it, but like I just explained with Lee Ross, but he has a bunch of passion towards his zombies mode, which I don't know why he has in the first place after all the hate he constantly gets. I don't know why. I'm just so grateful to him for actually keeping this passion up for his mode. It's just, but anyways, I'm getting off track, but it just doesn't make sense to me why somebody would say it's just as good as a good custom map, because like I said, you can't do the same things that you would be able to do inside a custom map with the whole team and a whole studio that actually could do anything with the coding or scripting or anything inside this to anything. It's just, you can't do the same thing because a mod is just made by people who are given tools by the developers, but these are people who develop the tools and are using them now. They know how to use everything much more properly than any custom zombies map maker could. Again, not to hate on them, but I just don't think they could have done it to the same level, especially with the animations they put in their new weapons with their animations. I just don't see that happening with the custom zombie map. But anyways, the next reason I want to talk about is when people go and say just a goofy zombies mode, and they don't like goofy zombies modes, and I can completely agree with this. I do not like goofy zombies modes at all, and this is the reason why I didn't play Zombies in Spaceline all that much. But the thing is, have you been paying attention to the last two zombies map, Raven the Redwoods and Shell and Shuffle? What part of these were goofy? I don't see exactly what's goofy about any of the characters or anything that happens inside these maps. Maybe Kevin Smith inside Raven the Redwoods could be goofy, but he wasn't goofy inside the map, but he is goofy from his movies he made. So I can kind of get why someone would think it's goofy. But then came Shell and Shuffle, and I don't see what's goofy about these places at all. I don't know what is at all goofy about this. Maybe that they use music, actual popular music. I don't know why that would make it goofy, but I just don't understand why someone would call it goofy at all. And this next one, and I really get annoyed with this one because I love talking about this, but it's that there's no story inside Infinite Warfare Zombies, and I don't know what people want out of Infinite Warfare storyline, because what they're doing, in my opinion, is completely fine, and I love how they're doing it. What they're doing with the storyline is amazing, because the storyline isn't thrown in your face. It's not written all over the walls. It's not anything like that. This storyline, you have to actually go look for the storyline. Whoa, you have to actually look for the storyline? That's outrageous. What, Treyarch Zombies wouldn't do anything like that. Well, of course, that's what they did with the first 6 maps. They didn't have any in-your-face storyline up until maybe Ascension or Call of the Dead. It wasn't for a very long time that they actually had this in-your-face storyline. And I don't have a problem with in-your-face storyline, but I have a problem with in-your-face storyline when you don't understand what the heck is happening, because this is what happened with Exo Zombies, because there was so much in-your-face storyline that you didn't understand, because it just threw it in your face and there was no back into it. But what they're doing here is building up a storyline. Of course, the storyline you have to actually go look for, but it's still there. It's just people who are unaware of it and ignorant. I really feel this one comes from ignorance than really anything else. But for this last one, I really don't think this one's purposely done. I think this is just done again through ignorance, but it's when people actually treat them like they're like a child who's just barely learning how to make video games. I don't know why people treat them like this, because these are actual experienced people who've been working on video games for a good amount of time. And what I mean by this is because you'll hear YouTubers or anybody like that, well, just people who pretend to be neutral on Infinite Warfare Zombies, and they go and say, well, it's improving more this time. How great is that? Look, they did better this time. It's like you're treating them like a child who does a little bit better every single time. Not that that's really a bad thing, but they actually know what they're doing. They're not a child. They're not learning everything every 2 seconds. They know what they're doing. I'm pretty sure they have a plan, and they're working on that plan and trying to execute that plan. I just wanted to get that off my chest. It's just something that's annoying me. Of course, if I did go and say anything ridiculous inside this video, it's probably on accident, but if there is anything you do disagree with me on, then go ahead and tell me down in the comments. And also, again, I'll say this again, I'm not saying that you have to like Infinite Warfare Zombies, but at the very least, just don't hate on Lee Ross, because he's just a really cool guy. But anyways, that's about it for this video. And of course, if you guys enjoyed the video, if you want to, go ahead and give a thumbs up. And if you want to stay tuned for not content similar to this at all, because it's not really similar to what I normally do, but you could subscribe. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on my next video.